We had a client about 4 years ago. 4 years ago? 3 years ago? About 4 years ago, let's say. And he had a room upstairs. And I was on the morning shift and I was running off. It was about this time of year, it was exam time. And I ran off to an exam. And before I did, I caught him in the doorway naked. I told him to get some clothes on. And I ran downstairs just to do a quick couple of chores before the next person came on, because you have a swap over period. And came back upstairs, told him off again, because he was still naked in a doorway, and I thought that was a bit odd, but things happen here. And so I left, and the next person came on, who happened to be the coordinator, Jill, and she proceeded to tell him off till she realised that he was frozen to the spot. Anyway, after trying to shake him and sort of bring him to, or whatever it was, realised that something seriously was wrong, because he wasn't responding at all, but was completely frozen in place. Ambulance came here, moved him stiff and rigid like he'd got rigor mortis, put him on a stretcher, took him off to hospital, and turns out he had a massive stroke. Stood in the doorway, had a stroke, and was just, bolt upright. It was really bizarre. And I think that one stood out a bit because it was just weird. Another time we had a guy who was under our usual criteria. He was 32 and huge, properly huge. Like, the term fridge didn't even apply to this guy. He was just, huge. Anyway, he was a really weird one. I mean, this guy had some history of prostitution. He had some history of, had some serious mental health issues. Quite bizarre to look at. Dyed his hair. Did all kinds of things that were really weird. And I don't just dye his hair red or something. It was electric blue. And he had piercings all over his face and all over his ears. He would get incredibly close and really, thrive off the idea of putting you in uncomfortable situations. Well, once I turned around and we have a very small outdoor laundry. I turned around and there was this, guy just blocking the entire, it was just this mountain of a man blocking the exit. And I thought, shit, this is not going to go well. Anyway, he puts his hands down his pants and he pulls out feces and he walks towards me. And I thought, fuck, if I don't get out of here, he's just going to, I don't even want to know what he's going to do. So I just stuck my hand in his face and I pushed him down backwards onto the ground and stepped over him and walked out. And that was confronting.